battle of 2-0 teams in a very early MAC matchup.
The end goal is always Detroit, and this is a huge key to that.
Two teams that are undefeated, coming off big wins, have gotten their programs to another level. UV being undefeated, a MAC game in week 3. This is a big game feel.
If the Bulls are who we think they are and who we think they can be, they need to establish you don't come into Amherst as a MAC team and beat us this year because we're too good for you.
Rolls to the right, fires downfield, it's caught. Osborne at the 30, 25-20, 15-10-5, bullseye! 30, and fumble! Balls loose, Bulls have it! Hangs it up, deep downfield, looking for Johnson, it's caught! The annual blackout game, and Scott, it's a big one between the Bulls and Eastern Michigan.
Doesn't get this much bigger early in the season when you've got a conference opponent. The Bulls are really in a great spot that if they come out here and perform like they did last week, they're going to have a great opportunity at a win to go 3-0.
3rd and 1, fake the handoff. Tyree rolls to the left, hangs it up, deep downfield, looking for Johnson, it's caught!
He was getting grabbed all the way down the sideline, had to backpedal, got turned around, and still made that catch.
Tyree gets the snap, hands it to Marks, who fires his way in the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Scott, this was a fun night to be at UB Stadium. The crowd was great. The student section was great. It was blackout night. There was a big-time college football atmosphere here, and the Bulls are providing a big-time college football product. Marks bounces off one tackle in the middle, finds the left side, 20-15, 10-yard line, 1st and goal for the Bulls. Tyree looking to throw into the end zone, now chased, rolls to the right, motioning, throws, end zone, caught, bullseye! It's a Buffalo touchdown! KJ Osborne!
You know, Tyree's a tremendous quarterback. He's special. He has the ability to extend the play with his legs. He like motioned me over. I'm like, you can throw it now. And then he moved me back. I said, all right, I'll just go over here.
Tyree Jackson's 10th touchdown pass of the season. He came in tied for 2nd in the country at 9.
He didn't make any mistakes. He never put the ball in danger, and just some terrific plays, buying time in the pocket with Max Crosby, one of the best rushers in the conference, bearing down on him.
Teams are going to be aggressive. Like I've said before here, we're going to be aggressive. You see that on the 4th downs and things like that we're doing.
4th down, shotgun snap, Tyree, plenty of time. Looks, fires down the middle, caught. Mabry, 1st down, inside the 20-yard line.
That second quarter was crazy.
Quick drop, quick throw to the sidelines, caught. Wide receiver Jackson's got the sidelines at the 50, and he's gonna go. Read option, Tyree in the pocket, chased by Crosby, throws it, he got hit by Crosby, deep ball down the far side, caught, and it's gonna be a Buffalo touchdown! Glass fakes the handoff, stands in the pocket. He'll throw a deep shot himself, and it is caught at the 40, and Banham is going to go 75 yards for a touchdown.
That's 3 straight 70-yard touchdowns, 3 consecutive plays.
You know, we're going to be aggressive to score points, keep possessions, and do those things. And, you know, obviously we got to do a better job of preventing those quick strikes.
Most of the student section still hanging in there. Good job for them. You always got the rest of the night to go hang out down on Main Street. So stick around, because this has been as fun a football game as we've had here in a long time. Scott, 2 weeks in a row, the player that has worn the 41 to honor Solomon Jackson has been the player of the game. In this game, Chuck Harris with 2.5 of the Bulls' 6 sacks.
You know, Coach Lightpole came to me and told me he wanted me to wear 41 this week. I just thought about Cam Lewis and how he had an extravagant game last week. And I was like, if it was any way to wear it, it's like that.
Uyghurs, 3-step drop in the pocket, looks, pressured, hits, sacked. Chuck Harris with his 2nd sack of the game.
And Chuck Harris stepping up big here in a key moment for the Bulls, and that sack will take Eastern out of field goal range.
I mean, he was all over the quarterback all game, and then comes up at the end of the third quarter when the Eagles are driving, looking like they're going to get in the end zone.
3rd and long, handoff, no quarterback keeper, 35-30, and fumble. Ball's loose, Bulls have it.
We know that number 9, you know, he was more of a scrambler. If he didn't see nothing within the first 2 seconds, he was running. So we knew we couldn't have all the like contained rushes that we usually have. We had to have contained like a box contained rush for him.
Just an anchor for that defense. Anytime that they need a big play, Chuck Harris has been there. He deflected balls, he sacked the quarterback, he had tackles for loss, he was blowing up the run game. The Bulls get the ball back and really never look back in the game.
So it's 3 on the left now. Tyree in the pocket, looking, rushed, rolls to the right, fires downfield. It's caught. Osborne at the 30, 25-20, 15-10, bullseye. KJ Osborne with a 75-yard touchdown.
He's an amazing young man, but since he's been here for four seasons now, nobody goes about his craft any better in our program than KJ Osborne. Some may be close, but and he's out there an awful lot, doing a lot of good things for us.
Huge breakout game for KJ this season, and you feel great for him going up against the team that was 3-4 miles from his house, didn't give him the love that he deserved, and now here he gets a chance to make him pay today.
I didn't get an offer, I didn't get a letter, so all week in practice, I just knew I was going to take this game personal, but as a team, I think we came out, had a good team win. It was fun.
Hey, that's 3 the hard way. That's 3 the hard way.
And that's now 6 wins in a row dating back to last year, and the Bulls' first 3-0 start to a season since 1983.
You're playing a good football team. As you can see, they're going to keep battling all the way. And honestly, guys, I love these kind of games. I love them. You know why?
Battle tested.
Battle tested. What else? Big plays. Yeah. Guys stepping up. As I always say, you got to come in Monday coachable. You got to come in and we got to clean some of that up. You got to do a great job in the weight room. You got to get your rest yet. You're going to continue to make statements, okay? But you make statements by taking care of your business and working to get better. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Here we go! You be Bulls! This year!
Coming up, we take a look at the top 5 plays from the big win against Eastern Michigan. We'll also get to know senior quarterback Cam Lewis. And Coach Leipold previews the Bulls' road trip against Rutgers. That's all next on UB Football Insider.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by CEFQ, changing lives every day.
It's time now for the top 5 plays of the week, presented by ECMC. The difference between healthcare and true care. Number 5.
First and goal, Tyree looking to throw into the end zone, now chased, rolls to the right, motioning, throws, end zone, caught, bullseye!
Wow, Tyree Jackson evading pressure, rolling to his right, does a little wave to Osborne in the end zone, and then rips it into coverage. What a play.
Number 4.
3rd and 1, fake the handoff. Tyree rolls to the left, hangs it up, deep downfield, looking for Johnson. It's caught inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bulls.
That's just not fair, Paul. I
Yes,
mean, 83 is like a cheat code out here. He was getting grabbed all the way down the sideline, had to backpedal, got turned around, and still made that catch.
Number 3.
Read option, Tyree in the pocket, chased by Crosby, throws it, he got hit by Crosby, deep ball down the far side, caught, and it's gonna be a Buffalo touchdown! KJ Osborne from 70 yards away!
What a throw. Osborne beat his man down the sideline clean and had a step and takes it, and what a huge answer back by the Buffalo offense.
Number 2.
3rd and long, handoff, no quarterback keeper, 35-30, and fumble. Ball's loose, Bulls have it. Recovered by the Bulls at the 15, Tyrone Hill falls on the football after Glass, who had come back in, had it knocked down by a Bull.
Number 1.
Tyree in the pocket, looking, rushed, rolls to the right, fires downfield, it's caught. Osborne at the 30, 25-20, 15-10, by bullseye! KJ Osborne with a 75-yard touchdown!
Great job by Osborne on the scramble drill as Tyree rolls to his right and throws an absolute dime to Osborne on the run, who turns the corner, and no one is going to catch KJ in the open field.
Cam Lewis, number 39, cornerback on the UB football team.
Quick wide receiver screen, and immediately hit is Cam Lewis on the pop. It was Cam Lewis again.
So I grew up west side of Detroit, 7 Mile. It was pretty cool growing up in Detroit. You got a love for the city. I love Detroit. Don't wish I was from any other place. That blue collar mentality, you got to grind for really what you want. Freshman year, I was able to learn from some good players, Marcus Baker, Boise Ross. Being that was my first year playing corner, I really had to learn on the fly. I remember in IU game when Boise Ross went down, I got an opportunity to play, got a couple good plays. On my record book, the pick 6 that I always remember.
Shotgun snap to Graham, looking left, throwing left, intercepted, picked off Cameron Lewis at the 45, at the 50.
He's gonna score.
At the 40, he's gone. The Bulls have done it again.
I really think cornerback is the second hardest position on the field. You're on the island, you don't know what route the wide receiver's running, you're backpedaling, and they're running full speed. So you gotta really learn and figure out the advantages and the disadvantages that you can and cannot do. It's a lot, but I love it. Yeah, 2017 season was a big struggle. Ended up putting 2 pins in my thumb. Got the big cast. Miami of Ohio. Went to go make a routine tackle, try to keep outside leverage, cut back in, put my arm out. Figure out it was a clean break. I broke my radius. I'm glad I didn't break both. It would have been really bad about that, but had to recover for like a 3.5 weeks. I had a couple conversations with Coach Leipold, and he didn't want me to really be down about my injuries and stay up. So went back to the doctor and found out that I could play the last game. I have been a leader on this team, and I have been here for 3 years. I've been trying to teach the young guys what we need them to be for this program to be successful in the next couple years. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Coach Cam is so much fun to watch, whether he's covering or tackling or intercepting or leading. He is just a terrific player that everybody loves to see.
Yes, he is. He's kind of got that infectious personality and really passion for the game. And whether it be in practice or game, I always enjoy watching number 39.
All right, so here you go. This week, it's a trip into the Big Ten. This is the only Power 5, quote-unquote, opponent on your schedule. Big Ten team in the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. What does it mean off the field to be playing and matching yourself up to a Big Ten program?
Well, it's always exciting to go into bigger stadiums and I guess kind of play up, I guess, in what is perceived in college football and to have that opportunity. And I say whether, a lot of our players when they're being recruited, honestly, they're hoping for that opportunity. And so that gives them an extra chance of motivation and through preparation and going out and playing well. And it's always a challenge when we step into those stadiums.
What about on the field? What's the challenge of playing a Big Ten team on the field?
Well, there's always usually a little difference in size. Sometimes it might be in height. Sometimes it might be, weight across the lines, team speed overall, and depth. That's one of the things that you worry about, as a game goes on for 60 minutes. Do you wear down a little bit? Of course, being a non-conference game, like really any non-conference game, is you want to make sure that you stay as healthy as possible.
All right, they're coming off 2 straight losses, 2 rather large losses, including last week 55-14 on the road at Kansas. Are they going to be an angry team, or do you look at those losses and see that there are some opportunities to do some things that other teams have done?
Well, I think they're going to be a highly motivated team. I think when you look at a team like Kansas, who's really played really well now 2 straight weeks, they went to Central Michigan, had a big win there. So both those games were on the road. They played extremely well at home in their opener against Texas State. I'm sure they're excited to be back at home, and I know it'll be a challenge for us.
One of the interesting subplots of this game is going to be Rutgers has been starting a freshman quarterback, a very highly ranked recruit, but a true freshman. He has struggled. His name is Art Sitkowski, completing less than 50% of his passes, 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions. He has been prone to turn the ball over. Is that a key in this game for your defense and for your team?
Well, I think anytime you play against a young quarterback, you're hoping to be able to create some pressure, whether it be through just your front four or through blitzes. But at the same time, every time a freshman takes the field one more week, he starts not becoming a freshman anymore, and he's learning on the job. And again, Chris Ash is an outstanding coach. I've happened to meet him a long time ago while he was at Iowa State, and he was part of a building process there, and I know he's got a plan to get that program where they want it to go, and right now they're going with the young quarterback, and I know they believe in him, and we're going to have to make sure we have a great day against him.
Noon on Saturday in Piscataway, New Jersey. You can hear it on the radio on ESPN 1520. You can see it on one of the Big Ten network channels. Check your local listings. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, Paul.
Coming up, it's Coaches in Cars with defensive coordinator Brian Borland. And we'll take a look at this week's Karuba Collisions. UB Football Insider continues in a moment.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by Town BMW, the official auto partner of UB Athletics.
So today we're in the 2018 640 GT. It's a new model for this year and the biggest of the 6 Series lineup. Inline, twin power turbo, 6-cylinder, 335 horsepower, 0 to 60 is 5.1. Have you ever heard of Apple CarPlay in any of the cars?
I've heard of Apple CarPlay, yep.
What Apple CarPlay is it's going to mirror your phone screen to the car screen. And since the car screen is actually touchscreen now, it's essentially your iPhone in front of you on the car.
I like all that stuff because it just makes it so much easier just to keep your eyes here as opposed to trying to find a bunch of stuff all the time.
So what do you think about the way this car drives? Do you like it?
Really
See yourself
nice.
in one?
Really nice, really smooth, comfortable.
Yeah, you're pretty tall. You've got enough space in here?
Yeah, no problem with, head clearance or anything like that. And yeah, it's a nice ride for sure.
Here are this week's Karuba Collisions.
Read option, handoff goes to the running back. Not much there at all. Who made that tackle for the Bulls? Justin Brandon makes the tackle on running back Willie Parker. Shotgun snap to Glass, 3-step drop. Under pressure, hit, sacked. Ripped down by Chibueze Onwuka.
What a huge play there as Onwuka comes in, gets by his man up front. A great little swim move to get up and underneath.
Wiegers, 3-step drop in the pocket, looks, pressure, and hits, sack. Chuck Harris with his second sack of the game.
And Chuck Harris stepping up big here in a key moment for the Bulls. And that sack will take Eastern out of field goal range and set up a 3rd and forever.
Check out the Bulls on social media and choose your favorite Karuba Collision of the week.
Coming up, we relive the game day experience at UB Stadium, and we take a look at all the fall sports around UB Athletics.
This is UB Football Insider, presented by ECMC, the difference between healthcare and true care.
The pregame party was rocking this past Saturday with another great crowd and another terrific concert. Let's take you inside Stampede Square.
just the whole atmosphere of the stadium. It's a beautiful day, and looking forward to some great football.
We know a lot of people here too. Like the whole UB community comes out and supports the team, and it's going to be a good one.
We have plenty of opportunity for family, at Stampede Square. Obviously, thanks for the kids. There's plenty of beverage, there's plenty of food, activities, games, and that's what we cater to here. Obviously, there's an opportunity for families to get out and have that entertainment. So they spend time out there at Stampede Square, then they come in the stadium, and there's elements of that family-friendly atmosphere there.
The fans are terrific. It's a wonderful experience every time we come here.
Oh, it's the atmosphere. It's family. It's the weather. It's the enjoyment of watching a team win in Buffalo.
The students are coming out. The families are coming out. People are coming out to just enjoy a beautiful day here in Buffalo. Come out, enjoy some football, enjoy the university, and support our local team.
Football is off to their greatest start as a Division I program. The Bulls are 3-0 after defeating Eastern Michigan at home 35-28. The other fall sports around UB athletics are also making noise. Women's soccer is 6-1 on the season after a 3-1 victory over St. Bonaventure on Friday. Senior forward Carissa McCatrona leads the way with 5 goals and 7 assists. The Bulls begin MAC play on Friday at Northern Illinois. Volleyball finished non-conference play last weekend with wins over American and Howard, but fell to 5th-ranked Penn State. Currently 8-4 on the season, the Bulls will open MAC play on Friday when they host Bowling Green at 6 p.m., and UB will then host Miami of Ohio on Saturday evening. Cross country hosted the Stampede Invitational last Friday. Caleb Koval finished first in the men's 8K, his second straight individual victory. In the women's 6K, freshman Riley Jones led her team by clocking in at 22 minutes, 53 seconds. Both UB teams are back in action on Saturday, September 29th for the Paul Short Invite. The Bulls go for their first 4-0 start since 1981 when they traveled to New Jersey on Saturday to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. It's a noon kickoff that you can hear on ESPN 1520, and you can see it on one of the Big Ten Network channels. Check your local listings. We'll see you next week to talk about that game and get you ready for the big home game against Army right here on UB Football Insider.